Hello. So now what I'm going to talk to you about is how or why are we talking about graphs and ordered pairs? We were just talking about patterning, and now all of a sudden we're in graphing. This doesn't seem to make sense. Here's why. Lots of times when we get into the patterning, we want to put that information into a graph. And so I'm going to show you how an input-output table connects to the ordered pairs and to graphing. And it's actually very straightforward, which is nice. So you're used to seeing so if we say, our input is 2, 4, 6, 8, and our output is, let's say it's 6, 12, 18, 24. I'm not asking about the expression, and I'm not asking what's happening to the input versus the output, but I need to think about now if I wanted to graph this pattern, how would I do that? And so in the last video, I showed you that we need to make sure that we have an ordered pair because we go over and up, and we need that ordered pair to know how many to go over and how many to go up. And so what's really nice though is that if I wanted to make this into the ordered pair, my input becomes the X and the output becomes the Y. So the input is the over, the horizontal axis, and the output is the Y, or the vertical axis. And so what we can do for an ordered pair, we would say that this is 2, 6, 4, 12, 6, 18, and 8, 24. And then this is what we would graph. So it's important to think of this as the X, this is the Y, okay, and that's how they go together. And because we've always put input first and then output, it makes it very easy. We just put them together in a comma in between, and now we have an ordered pair. The only thing I want to say on top of this is that if you are then asked to make a graph with these, my first video, which you may or may not have watched, you have to put titles on your graph. So if I was going to make this into a graph, I know this is kind of small, but this I would say is my input, and this would be my output. And up here, I would need to have a title. And my scale would make sense to go by 2s over here. And I would say 6s probably make the most sense on this side. Okay, 2, 6, 2, 6, 4, 12. 6, 18, 8, 24. Okay, so there I've plotted it onto a graph, and I've put the labels onto my graph and called it a title because this data was just from my head, so it doesn't actually have any connection. It didn't come from a problem. But this is where those two things that we've been working on combine together. And so that's why we spent a little bit of time working on graphing. So that's all I wanted to say about how to use an input-output table to help you with ordered pairs. And this should be all that you need to know. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.